There's a bit of a Charlie's Angels vibe in the sense of you got these 3 women and then you got Nick Fury, who's like a Bosley.
Hello, Angels.
What's going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We got ourselves a trailer representing us 3 men, the Marvels, today. Joined, of course, with John. John, good morning. How's your 6 in the morning going?
Yeah, it's so good. I'm ready for everyone to agree with my opinion today.
John is not here. You were Coy. Coy,
John is my last name.
Yes. Yes, I tried making it work. How are you, Coy?
It's early, I am well, and I'm ready to fight the internet.
We do not acknowledge them, but you know who them are.
I like to acknowledge them.
So are we acknowledging them?
I think we just
by
did.
saying them, but we're not specifying them, but you're filling in the blank. It's a Mad Libs intro today. Please go ahead, leave a like. That would mean the world. Tell us your thoughts down below, what you thought of this trailer. Oh boy. And also,
you just invited them in.
I know, I just
They're
invited
like vampires.
them in.
You let them cross the threshold.
Oh, and also, today's video is indeed sponsored by G Fuel. Going to talk more about them after the trailer reaction specifically, because I wanted to give a very personal shout out to how they have really helped change my lifestyle. I've seen a good amount of you guys comment in the comment boxes about how, oh, Greg, you look like you're getting in better shape. Well, you know what? G Fuel has been a big part of that change for me. Just an overall lifestyle change for me as well. So yeah, more on them after the reaction. Let's get into it, people.
Captain Rambeau? What the hell are you doing?
Saber, space station.
Entering the jump point perimeter. I'm gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello?
Monica.
Hello?
She get babyfied?
She got Vellani, too.
Whoa.
Is this an Avengers test?
Where's Captain Rambeau?
Whoa.
The Ms Marvel post credit.
I think it's the first time a post-credit's been in the trailer.
What the?
What universe is this?
Is it 616? Is it 99999?
We're looking for
Oh, I can't wait to see the movie.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you,
I could totally show you.
Oh my.
Oh shit!
Oh,
So
wow.
these are powers.
hi.
Where's our daughter?
Wherever you were.
Oh no.
Flurkin! Hey!
Intergalactic,
Oh, this looks
planetary,
fun.
planetary, intergalactic.
That might
wonder
be
if that's the planet?
the musical planet. Yeah. Are those multiple Flurkin?
Oh, wow, there must be. There's a whole race of them.
Yeah, that fight looked
We're a
great.
team.
Oh, no, we're not a team.
We're not a team.
Your superhero pose on.
Why are they fighting each other there? Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Girls get it done.
Well, that looked like a lot of fun. All right, well, we're going to go through this trailer frame by frame in just a second. But overall, yeah, it looks like it's actually, it looks genuinely fun, if that makes sense.
Yes.
You know, not like the safe word fun. It looks like, oh, it seems like everyone on screen is having like a really good time. And I'm most excited for Iman Vellani. Really quick, John, what you think?
I'm excited as well. I mean, the trio of them is the heart and soul of, what makes this look so fun. Iman Vellani is a treasure, and I think leading with fun after the response to the first movie is a good direction to head in for this to build good.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we've seen a post-credit scene from a show in a trailer, so I think it's really smart to show that connection if you didn't watch the show, if you've just been at the movies. But it's also, I think the tone is really smart, especially after they moved the movie to November. I think it's smart to show confidence. Like, this is a big sci-fi action comedy. Have a bold, fun, funny trailer as opposed to, like, just a teaser. I think it was smart to come out of the gate strong.
The implications do seem like they could factor into the bigger part of the multiverse saga. Like, I feel like this could lead to some incursion events. At the same time, it does feel like it's really focused on the immediate plot and not just setting up the future. But guys, before that, I do want to play my little special solo ad. Thank you to G Fuel for sponsoring this video. Now, guys, G Fuel is by far the easiest thing for me to shout out on this channel. Reason why is because G Fuel, plain and simple, no ifs, ands, or buts, it has been a part of my lifestyle for several months now. You guys might have noticed, you might see me drinking G Fuel quite a lot on this channel on videos that are not sponsored by G Fuel. It's just my main choice of beverage to help keep me hydrated or help keep me awake and alert. Now, I really love the very fortunate, very blessed position that we're in, that we get to make a living doing something as weird as this. However, sometimes there could be a lot of very early mornings and sometimes obnoxious late nights. Sometimes there's all-nighters that are being pulled. To give you an idea, last week with everything that was coming out, everything I had to prep for YouTube and Patreon, I was averaging like 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because when Greg is tired on camera, I know those comments. Greg looks sad. Greg looks depressed. Greg looks bored with the channel. He's over it. When really, a lot of times I'm just tired and I just might not be as expressive in that moment. So that's why having a beverage like G Fuel I really love, because it helps keep me focused, helps keep me alert, helps keep me awake. And best part is it doesn't give me like some spiked up pulse or even lead to some gnarly crash ever. The other thing I want to talk about too is a lot of you guys have been so kind as to point out, and yeah, I feel like a weirdly self-conscious talking about it, but a lot of you guys have pointed out that, hey, you look like you're getting in better shape, Greg. And I have. Past month and a half, I've been taking dieting and exercise a little bit more serious again. So thank you to all those super kind comments I've seen coming in. And a big part of my fitness regime is implementing G Fuel into my life. Like, I enjoy getting the can out of the fridge. There's a nice convenience to that when filming on camera or giving it to one of the many people who come on this channel. But the reason I've been clutching onto this blender bottle is because when it comes to working out, I prefer the powder. I got a lot of different flavors, and I just use 1 scoop of G Fuel. Now, they're not advertised as a pre-workout, but I personally use it as my pre-workout. If I'm out of cans, like I currently am right now, I can just mix some powder in the water, get the same exact flavor and effect. Sometimes if I'm not planning on working out, but I still want to, have a good wake me up, I will just mix some G Fuel into like a morning shake or something like that. Also, after I work out, and especially on days that I do cardio like today, I use their hydration powder, which I can either take on its own or I can mix it in with some after workout shake. So yeah, guys, if you are interested, you can use our promo code in the description box and pin comment Reject Nation for 20% off select tubs. And on top of that too, it is a great way to support the channel. I've said this to my G Fuel rep many times. I love to be partnered with them forever. However, even if a partnership happened to fall through, happens sometimes, I would still be a loyal customer, plain and simple. So thank you, G Fuel, again. Back to the video. Okay, so at the very beginning of this trailer, they're saying Saber Space Station. Not sword, not shield, Saber. What is Saber, Coy?
I'm going to own something. Went to Google it, and I feel better because it didn't immediately pop up, because I was like, do I just not know an entire organization? And the internet's with me, and I'll just own that embarrassing moment live. Yeah, I'm assuming it's shield. Is the S, and then maybe it's new to the MCU, or it is like a more obscure space designation I don't know and doesn't immediately come up on Google, but I didn't know this right away. I'll own that.
And it looks like this is probably the space station where Nick Fury's been camping out at with the Skrulls. Am I right about that?
Yeah, did they Saber at the end of the Nick Fury commentary? I don't remember that name ever popping up.
I'm wondering how this is going to factor into Secret Invasion. Is this like revealing that Nick Fury survives Secret Invasion, even though the trailer is saying, will Nick Fury die in the events of Secret Invasion?
Sure looks like it's confirming that.
Unless he's never on Earth and the Skrull in Secret Invasion dies, that we think is him, because he's clearly in space.
So here we go.
Very Star Trek.
No, it does look very Star Trek.
Yeah.
Call him that. Oh, yeah. Do you have any idea who these people are, Coy?
Vague henchmen in space.
No, Coy, you're supposed to know everything and anything.
Well, this blue guy's clearly from issue 67 from Avengers. No, I honestly think they're intentionally fake aliens.
Well, yeah, I do like the way this set looks, because this looks like a studio set. And I think that's very purposeful. I feel like this set is supposed to look like a Star Trek 60s set. Like, it's supposed to look a little cheap.
Well, the movie feels like that,
It's supposed
right?
to look like Kubrick's moon landing fake.
But the movie feels like it's supposed to be very stylized, and that seems intentional. If you've seen Candyman, Nia DaCosta's film, like the way it's shot and all of her choices are very visually aesthetic, and you can even see that in the Iman Vellani shot when she's pivoting around. You have a practical camera turn into Nick Fury. Like, a lot of that spiral imagery reminds me of her directing style, so I'd say this aesthetic is all very intentional.
Victoria Alonso directs the movies, not
whoever's on the billing.
Whoever's on the billing.
Not Nia DaCosta this time around.
I'll admit, when this moment came up on screen too, of seeing Kamala Khan family, that got me really excited, because I mean, yes, Monica Rambeau also introduced via television show, but we spent so much time with the Khan family in the Ms Marvel series that it was really exciting. Like, oh my God, they're the plucked from the from the
Yeah.
television vibe into the big screen live action to crossing over with this gave me that crossover event excitement in a weirder way because it's not as obvious or as apparent as like Avengers crossing over as being like the Khan family's here. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Red Dagger looks like, is that him in the bottom left there?
I don't think so. I think that's just some guy.
There's not just going to be a guy at dinner. Why has he got a thing wrapped around his...
tied up.
Oh, he's tied up?
He's
No,
totally
that's not
tied
Red
up.
Dagger.
He's chained up.
He was blurry in the other
gagged.
shot.
It's
That's
not red.
clearly a bad guy.
It seemed. Oh, this must have happened when the switcheroo already occurred. And then they
Yeah.
had to fight whoever came over here. Yeah.
Because remember, Red Dagger had the thing around his face.
Yeah.
But this is not him.
I do like the cinematography a lot more looking at these visuals because there's something more striking about it. It doesn't look like overly blown out or like
That's what I meant by inexpensive,
overly
right?
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still maintains a certain kind of colorfulness that I feel like they get dogged for not having. So I'm hoping that maybe this is a more vibrant looking movie too.
And tonally, Ms. Marvel is a very vibrant character in the comics and in her show, and it's good to see Captain Marvel get to play in that because I think that suits Brie Larson's take more.
I wonder, will this be the first time Monica Rambeau and Carol Danvers are reuniting in this scene right here?
Ah, that'd be interesting.
Could be a big old family.
Love the new suit for Captain Marvel, by the way.
I know. Looks great. Looks fantastic. There's a bit of a Charlie's Angels vibe in the sense of you got these three women and then you got Nick Fury, who's like a Bosley.
Hello, Angels.
It is kind of that, isn't it?
Your next mission is off planet.
That's the vibe I'm getting, at least.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm sure that was one of the touchstones for this, and it certainly seems like they're reaching back, into like kick-ass girl team, properties, as well as just maybe even like old TV and things like that. There is like a spunky kind of older quality and tone to this.
Also, Nick Fury's relationship to Captain Marvel, she's a captain. Teyonah Parris is playing she's at least a lieutenant, right? Monica Rambeau. And then you've got a literal child in Iman Vellani. So it's going to be fun to see those different hierarchies.
This thing, when they're all every time they use the bangle, they just start, I love the return of the Florican. Florican, yes, give me a toy.
One that fully transformed.
This doesn't really tell you what the exact plot of the movie is. Like, it's telling you the circumstances of what's going on with our trio here. As you go a little bit further into the trailer, which does seem to have like a bit of a mix of a typical Marvel film and a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which is not your typical Marvel film. But as you go further into it, I am wondering if some of this will be dealing with the repercussions of the events of Captain Marvel 1 with defeating what is her name? Not Sorcerer Supreme. Supreme Sovereignty Supreme. What is the freaking name of Annette Bennett?
I was like, which person are we talking about? It's Sovereign Supreme.
Sovereign Supreme.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I said Sorcerer Supreme.
Very different in this universe.
Yeah, because it looks like to me that it has to be dealing with the events of Captain Marvel 1.
I think it's going to be a mix of what Captain Marvel 1 landed at, but mainly to me, Secret Invasion. I think something happens in Secret Invasion. Maybe it's the Kree Skrull War has started. Maybe something happens. Why are they off planet? Why are they traveling? What do they have to find or do? I'm not saying it's necessarily Kree or Skrull, but something happens in Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
I think that launches this.
It's kind of cool to see that Secret Invasion is a sequel to Captain Marvel for Nick Fury, and this is a sequel to Captain Marvel for Carol Danvers.
Yeah. And we haven't seen her since WandaVision. We haven't seen Monica Rambeau, so it's also tying into where she's been because time must have passed.
Yeah. This looks like if James Gunn did a Bollywood dance number.
Yes, which is exactly what we need to get Brie Larson out of her comfort zone and into that bouncy Carol Danvers that everyone's hoping to find.
Also, timing-wise, you got Guardians in May, you've got Secret Invasion in June, you've got this in November. I think it's a good thing to tie that Guardians flavor into the cosmic universe and forward.
I don't know who these people are.
A lot of cats. Flirkins, we assume.
There are looks of it that remind me of like Thor Ragnarok. This is when
That's what I was thinking. Very Ragnarok to me.
This is when the lighting starts to look like a Marvel movie. Oh, this person. This is, I think, the main bad guy. I don't know the main bad guy's name.
She's got the Ronan the Accuser's hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's going to accuse people.
So, yeah, it is the Kree.
Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense. They're blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So-
that guy looks just like Ronan right behind her.
Oh, yeah. Also, I think Secret Invasion is definitely, I think that is a Kree Skrull War moment. 'Cause that is definitely a Kree.
Is this Ronan?
No, it looks like
It's just another guy who
a
dresses
priestess.
Yeah. Okay, so the henchmen that we're attacking Monica earlier, were Kree.
At least one.
At
of
least
them.
that one guy at
But
the front,
yeah,
you
can
judged
see
me for
here
not
they've
knowing
got-
from Avengers 67.
They've got different complexions. Some of them are blue. Some of them are human toned.
And why are they fighting each other?
That is the question. I'm really curious about like what causes that. And it's also they're not changing powers there. So this must be like in the third act, maybe they've solved it. She also has her own the Accuser's staff at one point here.
Ah, yeah.
So it makes me think that maybe there's a possession, maybe something happens where see like that's definitely right? Is that the staff?
I mean, yeah, it looks like it.
The only way to make her likable to everyone was to make her evil.
All right, guys. Well, that was a fun trailer. I enjoyed it. I hope that this is good.
Likewise.
What did you all think? I give this trailer an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm right there with you. I was going to say 0.7. I'm wondering if we get Polaris because of the saber thing that I can't figure out. That's going to vex me until I get on my phone and look at all the saber things in Marvel.
What's your rating?
I give it a 7.98.
Oh,
It's pretty good.
Sexist.
This is a pretty good trailer. But, you know, there could be even more things to discover that'll excite me that much further. I'm just giving room for improvement, man.
I wish we had another 30 seconds so it's a full trailer. That's what I'm pumped
Yeah.
about. Where's my 2.5
Come on,
minutes?
Disney.
All righty, guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to G Fuel for sponsoring. We'll catch y'all soon.